Okay, so here I am continuing my player controller and trying to resolve why when we control the cannon we have this weird warping. And my guess is that has to do with scaling, a scaling accident that happened a long time ago, and undoing it is going to be a bit tricky, but I got to do it in front of you guys so you guys can follow the path. So here we go. For some reason my cannon is not scaled 1-1-1. Scaling has a tendency to warp everything, especially non-uniform scaling. The way that this happened is I sized my cannon stand a long time ago, this big brick underneath it, and then when I made the cannon a child of it, it redid scaling. All right, so step one, bring the cannon out of the cannon stand child relationship. 2, the cannon stand, he's all right, but he is going to actually need like a separate child-parent relationship. So I'm going to create a empty game object. I'm going to call this thing just a stand right now. I'm going to make it a child of the empty game object. I'm going to make this game object called cannon stand. And then the stand will be here. The stand will be here. So let's just make the stand that primitive textured cube, and it can be scaled all we want, but cannon stand won't be. And in the same vein, let's take this box collider, and that's the trigger, and let's put it on the big cannon stand. In fact, everything's going to move from here to there. So one, there is, this box trigger. That's the big trigger. Okay, I'm going to remove it from the stand. So now my stand is really just this primitive box. And then my cannon stand is this empty game object. It's the one that's going to have the box collider trigger. And that box collider trigger should be, we already mentioned it needs to be a bit bigger. Why is the cannon stand way up there? Come on, guys, work with me. The stand has to be at 0, 0, 0. The cannon stand has to be, boy, I am dying. Down here at height, what, 1, 1.5? No, I think 1 is just right. Okay, there it is, cannon stand. The stand is just the primitive. The cannon stand is at 1-1-1. And that's the scale. And then its position is here in front of the camera. Okay, and then that thing's scaled right. So now the cannon stand has this collider I'm working on. There he is. Let's make him a little bit bigger. And let's scoot him back a little bit along the Z. -1. Okay, that works for me. That is the trigger that we'll use. And then the cannon needs to be a child of the cannon stand. So the cannon stand has a cannon and a stand. The cannon should be right on top of the cannon stand at the right height, which is what, 2.5? 2.5 looks pretty amazing. You can shift that down just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, fine. If I've done all that right, I'm not sure that I have. I still have a cannon. I still have a ball spawn point, which, by the way, I fidgeted with some. It's currently at these coordinates, so look at your ball spawn point coordinates. It's a child of the cannon. And, gee, let's see if all this works. I'm going to, by the way, I've busted all my prefabs up, and I'm going to have to redo those. But let's just hit play and see if this works. Okay, so when I hit play, I mean before I even hit play, right? Where's my guy? And dude is like trapped inside the cannon stand. All right, cannon stand, it's all well and good to have you here, except that you're right on top of Unity Dude. Move Unity Dude over -5-ish, and maybe even -95-ish. Okay, I hit play, and there we go. Now I can run out to my cannon. If I hit space, nothing happens. I know why that is. Cannon stand is not tagged correctly. I tagged this thing and then I moved everything around. I don't want this thing tagged at all, but I want the cannon stand to have the friendly cannon tag. So that should help some. Let's see what's next. Okay, now I have, yay, I've got, yeah, no weird warping of the cannon. I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, now I will say my spawn point is not perfectly centered, or else this circle would be centered. Let's see about that. So spawn point, you need to go up a little bit. Let's go look at you. And dude, you're a little low. We could probably get this exactly centered if we want to. Although that ain't bad. That ain't bad. Okay, sweet. Sorry for the complexity there. Terrible, terrible bug to have. All right, so we're trying to shoot this thing, man. It's been a long time because I had to do a lot of debugging. But you guys are probably impatient for shooting to happen. So here's what needs to happen. We are going to shoot with spade. No, we are going to shoot with fire 1, which is either left click or the control or whatever you map it to in the input manager. And let's do it. If, let me see, how are we going to do this? Input dot get button down fire 1 cannon dot shoot. Right, little parentheses there. Okay, here we go. Compile error. Shoot takes a power. How hard will our dude shoot? Let's parameterize that. Float space shoot power. Set it to 35. And now when you shoot, we'll actually tell the cannon how powerful to shoot. Okay. Come up to the cannon, hit space bar, move them around. Pretty epic. We can move the controls. Can we get one over the mountain? Oh yeah. Oh, almost. Oh, there, that one's sailing clear over the mountain. Okay, so the next thing I would like is a crosshair right here to help me know exactly where I shot last time. Crosshair. Here we go. We need crosshair. It's actually pretty simple to build your own crosshair. Here we go. Build a crosshair. I'll do it right here. PowerPoint. And I know people cringe. Well, anybody in the video game world cringes when they see someone create stuff in PowerPoint. Totally fine. Cringe away. Anybody in the business world loves to see some PowerPoint skills. So I say, hear no evil, see no evil. Learn just a little bit of PowerPoint and you can be pretty impressive in the business world. By the way, in PowerPoint you draw something white on a white background, it ain't great. Format, slide background, make that thing black so I can see my white circle. Add some lines, shape, line, line from here to there. Add another line from here to down here. I'm going to take all of this stuff and I hit Format Object. And I'm going to do stuff like turn off all shadowing, make all lines white, no fill on anything. And as long as it's all highlighted, I can even do grouping, group. Now it's all one thing in PowerPoint. And guess what? PowerPoint, save as picture. And drop this guy right in your assets folder as the crosshair. And you're pretty much done. I so did not hit assets folder. Save as picture as the crosshair, not in some stupid pictures folder, but wherever you're doing your work, which I am doing it in this deep bowels of my directory structure, assets, my crosshair. And if you really want to get fancy, which I guess I do, well, we can find that directory, find that asset, and the crosshair in Apple, or you guys have different tools on different computers, but long story short, here is a wickedly easy way to resize stuff. And you know what? Unity loves anything that is a power of 4 size-wise, because that allows it to do compression. So there you have it. That's a power of size 256 by 256 crosshair right here. It's compressed. It needs to be treated as a editor, a sprite 2D and UI. Apply that. I don't know how many pixels we want. I mean, maybe 256. Apply. There's my crosshair. Pretty happy with them. Going back to my scene, I need the crosshair. And so let's put it, well, first we create a UI image. And that creates all this other stuff. First, I don't need the event system. Then the image, I'm going to call crosshair. And then I'm going to add the crosshair texture that I just built onto the crosshair image. So did not work. I guess you select crosshair and you go to sprite and you hit crosshair. There she blows, guys. There's my crosshair. You want to resize it, you can change it right here. Maybe I'll make it, I don't know, 75 by 75, a little bit smaller. Should be nice. Hit play. Kind of annoying that it's there all the time, but it's certainly there in fire mode. Next, I'm going to work on shoot mode and turning on and off the crosshair. Pretty cool so far, though.